Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CEI. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a couple of weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past couple of days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I think this is now my third day in a row covering this one, but that's where that green line is coming from. And after today's price movement, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Things are getting pretty sketchy. I'm not going to quite call this a pump and dump, but things are, like I said, things are looking pretty sketchy right now. Now, when I say pump and dump, I'm not saying anything like the company's being shady. I'm making that statement based on how the price is acting, hence the price action. So that's where that observation is coming from. I'm not saying like the company's cooking the books or anything. I'm making that statement just based solely on the chart. And, my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So let's kind of quickly go through the definition right here, and I'm just going to use this green line. In my mind, the price essentially started when it broke out above the 40-cent mark, give or take a little bit, but that was, the main breakout point. I mean, the price kind of came to life here, consolidated, and then got moving again, and then that's where things pretty much exploded. So let's quickly kind of go through that. And again, not to insult your intelligence, but price makes a really nice move. Well, we just, first part of the definition, we just discussed it started there. Price went all the way up there. I think we can all agree that was a really nice move. Second part of the definition, within a relatively short amount of time. Considering this has all happened in basically 2.5 days, give or take, once again, I'm hoping we can agree, this has all been occurring very quickly. And then finally, the price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. Now, this is why you can't quite call it a full-blown pump and dump yet, because technically speaking, the price could come down to that green line, bounce around, and then start to work its way back upwards. And in that event, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have a low right there. You'd have a low right there. You picture each of these as stair steps. And like I said, to be fair, you would still technically be having, stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. Now, on the flip side of things, if the price comes down here to that 40-ish cent area, breaks to the downside, and then just continues to separate to the downside, well, then at that point, you would literally have the price right back to where it all started. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they started, not exactly a sign of true strength. So yeah, it's not quite there, but things are definitely looking sketchy. They're looking shaky. So, if you haven't connected those dots going into next week, 40 cents is definitely a very important level for the price to stay up above. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.